need to do better about introducing
This is so true.
the episode and ourselves and our guests. So,
How you want to do it?
Oh, you ain't practiced this. All right.
Yeah, we still working through it.
Yeah.
It's like when the Avengers first started whooping people's ass. Sometimes they run into each other like, fuck, okay, you go that way, I go that way. We
Okay.
still working on it.
Yeah, we're still working on it.
You
But
want
this
me to...
is Beyond Bars. Welcome to Beyond Bars, another episode. And what are we doing on Beyond Bars, Kyrie?
And on Beyond Bars, we are literally engaging different people, different walks of life, all impacted by the prison system, directly or indirectly. All people that are justice impacted. We want to focus on decriminalization, but in order to get that, we have to have humanization.
Yes, we
and
do.
so that is what this podcast is all about. Shout out to the Lincoln Lodge for supporting us. Woo, 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 woo. Okay, Giles, calm down. Don't throw any bras at me. And so today, Kyrie the comic.
I'm Catherine Gongaware, and we are also comedians on this podcast. And today we have a comedian guest. She's so funny. And we are super excited because I think in episodes like this, we get to add a little bit of like light and levity to a topic that is otherwise very dark. So please welcome Tiny Thickems.
Yes.
Tiny Thickems. I would say extremely funny comedian in the city of Chicago. Actress, right? You've done some acting work, I think I've seen. Maybe some sketch stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
And some acting. It sounds like with some stories today. Producer at the Laugh Factory. She runs an extremely funny show and fun show called The Nasty Show every Saturday at the Laugh Factory. And what else? Tiny, hit us with some creds if you'd like before we jump right in.
Westside Finest.
Westside Finest. Yes, you already know. The other crack I have about me. I'm about to produce my own first show in May. So coming soon, May.
Yeah.
I am producing my own show other than Laugh Factory.
Oh my God! Wait, okay, so wait, can you give us any more details?
Yeah.
May,
Yeah, I can.
where? Or at least where? Or what we thinking?
All right, it's going to be at my buddy's. It's going to be a fashion comedy show. It's actually going to be a fashion show with comedy. So everything mixed in all together. So it's going to be I'm going back to things I used to love. So before I was a comedian, I was a runway model. So I was modeling before I was a comedian. So now I'm like, all right, let's put that shit together. So.
Wow.
Hell yeah. So you'll have Kyrie, obviously, take the runway.
Why do I have to? No.
Nah.
I'm shocked. I didn't even. So this is my neighbor, and this is my first time ever hearing that she loves fashion. I'm mad as hell.
Yes, tell us about that. So you're a big fashion
know
head.
my
I am
neighbor no
too.
more.
And I'm just obviously swiping at Kyrie because I want to be on the show.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
Wow.
But no, I can't bring big guys up in it too.
You know
Husky.
what, Tiny?
I
I'm
got you.
on your ass. It's over with.
Okay.
Well, Kyrie's gotten his feelings hurt in the first
I got you in the fall when you
2
lose all your
minutes
weight.
today. Okay, so we're doing fashion, we're doing comedy. That rules.
Yeah, and traveling more,
Yeah.
comedy side. So, yeah, just stay tuned for the most part.
Perfect. Okay, we'll obviously hit some creds at the end too, so people know where to find you
Yeah.
and how to stay in touch with you. But maybe tell us a little bit about what interested you in coming on the pod. I know Kyrie kind of hit you up, and
Yeah.
what's your experience like topically? We can get in a little deeper, but at first glance with the criminal justice system.
First of all, I just like, what is the podcast when I came up in here? Then when y'all say no bars, like, oh, y'all did a show last week. You're not supposed to be here. And I was in Michigan. Sorry.
That's true.
I was just traveling your ass off Michigan. Was you in St. Louis too?
No, I wasn't in
Dallas?
St. Louis. I was in Dallas.
Yeah.
But so what made me interested in this show, because when I started comedy, I actually did get locked up. I could tell y'all about it. So I was hanging out with Hannibal and Michi, and once
OG.
Yeah.
it was my first year. I was happy. I was like, I'm with famous people. So went bowling.
Yeah, totally.
Went bowling, got drunk as fuck. So I'm like, all right. After I got drunk, I went. I was on my way home. Then the police pulled me over 30 seconds away from my fucking house.
What, you was on Kidsy?
No, this one I was staying on Laramie.
Ah.
So 30 seconds away from my damn house. Police pulled me over, and I rolled down my window. I said, yo, what's up, officer? I was like, you fine as fuck?
You got pulled over. You tried to fuck the.
He was fine. It was like, you come up to my car, you fine as fuck. Hey, you fine as fuck.
You coming up to my car and you fine as fuck. Okay, I'm sorry. Continue.
So he
Yes,
like,
do not interrupt this again.
so he asked for my license and registration. So I gave him my license. I had no insurance, but he got my license. So he went to the car, did the whole little database and whatever. So he was like, did you know your license was suspended? Thing was, I knew my license was suspended, but I had to play dumb.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
what? When it gets suspended? When Jesse White tumbling my mail? When this happened? Can't y'all look in the computer? Go back to the car and look in the computer about my license. Because when it gets suspended, they're like, have you been drinking? I said, I stay right there.
That was your answer?
Yes.
Yeah.
Have you been drinking? I said, I stay right there. On my ID, it had a whole different address. So I think that would fuck me up. So he said, get out the car. So when I got out the car, I beat his ass. Beat his ass. Pop, pop, pop. It was SWAT cars. It was K9s. Everybody was outside.
This is real.
Yeah. Everybody was outside and whatever. I'm whooping the cops' ass. Y'all ain't see this shit on news?
Granny, you like 5'2". What you talking about you was whooping the police ass?
I whooped the police ass.
SWAT for just you.
SWAT. I had the whole SWAT team lined up. Whoop, 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 whoop. I don't know why I was hitting like that, but I was seeing all the cops like that. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
So how long did
spanking this man?
Yes. How long did this work before they actually apprehended your small self?
2 minutes.
2 minutes of fight. Okay, because you made it sound like an anime fight. It wasn't that deep. You didn't actually whoop nobody. You got actually apprehended pretty fast.
No, them motherfuckers looked in my car, so I had a bottle in my car. It was empty. I was not even drinking out that bottle, but it was in my car. So I got locked up for DUI. And, well, it's not DUI. It's reckless driving because I had a raw-ass lawyer. But when I got locked up, it was funny because I was telling the cops I stayed right there, but they didn't get 2 fucks. So I'm like, y'all must be some motherfucking rookies. I'm talking shit in the back. Y'all must be some motherfucking rookies. I tell you, I stay right there. I don't know nobody number, so I can't call my mama. Drop me off at my house. So they dropped me off at the station. And I was cracking jokes with the officer that brought me in. So soon the bar is closed. I said, y'all ain't gonna give me no cover? They're like, no, we give you some coffee. I'm like, I don't want no coffee unless it got liquor in it. So,
Nigga.
that's why you locked up for it, bitch. I'm like, this is the reason why I'm locked up, because I was drunk. So that's my story. As soon as they closed them bars, I started crying. I said, y'all ain't gonna give me no cover. It's cold up in here. I ain't had no cellmates. I couldn't talk to nobody. It was very boring.
You wanted to be around other people?
I don't know, just to get the full experience. Yeah, I was drunk.
Full experience.
Yeah.
Like an escape room, nigga?
Man, just talk shit. I was cracking jokes the whole time, so I knew for a fact nobody's not about to bother me. I was cracking jokes the whole time. Just me and the officer.
Wow.
Where was that?
Where?
Yeah.
Where I was locked up at?
Yeah.
On Central and by Madison. What's that?
Oh,
Madison.
right by Austin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what district that was, but I went to 2 jails. I started off on Grand and Central, then they brought me on Madison. So I was a traveler.
Oh my God.
I was out there for a DUI.
How many days they had you holding?
4 hours.
Okay. All right.
Including transit time?
Yeah.
How did you get out so soon?
I bonded out.
Oh,
you know.
bonded out.
Yeah, I
Okay,
bonded
so
out.
back. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I had money.
You had that roll on you.
I had nothing. But it looked cool. Y'all remember off Class Act?
Yeah. Your
When-
mugshot. Your mugshot.
When everybody was came pick up kid from jail. That's when my mama, my daddy, my best friend, and I was so happy. I'm like, y'all came for me. My dad was so mad. He said, "You think this a joke?" I'm like, "It was funny."
You crack jokes probably during processing. You asked for liquor when you was in there, and you crack jokes as you got out.
Yeah, daddy was mad. He was disappointed.
Oh my God! What happened to your whip?
Disappointed is
Oh.
the worst word.
Oh, the whip was in a pound. I went up there, tried to get it back. They said $3,000. So I'm like, you know what? This whip gonna stay. I don't have $3,000, so I'm like, you gonna stay here? Call the people like, yeah, y'all call. It's at the pound, the police pound. So y'all need to go get it. They say you still got to make payments. How am I going to make payments if I'm not driving?
I don't think that's how car notes work.
Well, that was they note. I made a note. Go get y'all car.
Okay, heads up.
My credit is fucked up. I can get all my cars from the streets now.
You finna get your shit off of Western.
I don't
Like
care.
Cash App for
Oh my God.
No credit? Yeah, that's me.
You said I wrote their ass a note for my car note. Okay. Oh yeah. So, but you had to put money towards that lawyer because you said you got a good ass lawyer.
Oh, it was a public defender. I had to pay him nothing.
You got a PD,
And he was cool. He was cool. I think he had a crush on me.
You be thinking people be trying to fuck Tiny.
Every time.
Well,
And we
people
was
are
doing,
usually trying to fuck.
and it was Zoom, so I had to dress up or what. I had my titties up like, hey, you gonna make me beat this case?
That's smart.
It's
To
smart.
sit the titties up for freedom?
She got
Yeah.
out with a reckless. It's not.
Yeah,
Yeah,
reckless.
you gotta use what you gotta use.
Oh.
Reckless is better than DUI.
No, for sure, but it was reckless how you got that. Talking about some, yeah,
Reckless as
judge,
hell.
the judge. What the fuck in the oily top titty is going on?
So you just have reckless on your driving record. You don't
Yeah.
have any other criminal record.
I got a fake story.
Yeah.
What the fuck is a fake story?
Let's hear it.
All right. All right. So when I did get out of jail when I got out for my reckless driving, I went back to work, of course. So I was walking down the
Pay for
street.
that car.
Now I was walking to the bus stop, right?
Oh, I'm fucking dead. She walked past the spot, they took that motherfucker.
I was sad as fuck, but I was walking down the street and this guy, he was like, yo, he was trying to talk to me. I said, damn, it look like you just got out of jail. He said, damn, how you know? I said, because I just got out of jail too. So it's a truth and a lie, right? So he was like, damn, for real? I was like, yeah. He said, what you was in jail for? I'm like, murder. I just got out.
Oh, shit.
He said, well, you only wait till I'm like work. I said, I'm plugged out here in these streets. So
He's still trying to holler, too, wasn't he?
he still talks to me to this day. So, and I'm still a lesbian. I'm still a lesbian. So he said, how long you was in? I was like 14 years. He said, where you locked up at? I'm like, Kansas City. That's where I was at. He was like, damn, what you do? I like, killed a nigga. Attempt murder. He said, damn, for real? I'm like, yeah, I'm crazy as hell. I said, but I got bitches now. I got so many bitches. So
What? Well, how would this conversation happen at a bus stop? I'm so perplexed.
I mean, it's the most
he
interesting
just
one
got out
in
of
the
jail.
world.
I just got out of jail. We had something in common. We are jailbirds.
What type of fucking mobile trauma bonding is that? What did he
do? Yeah, what did he do?
Drugs. He was a drug dealer.
He was a who?
Drug dealer.
Oh,
I think,
that's
yeah.
boring compared
Yeah,
to
Boring.
pussy shit
Murder.
compared to-
Yeah, murder.
You a
Crazy.
bitch.
I'm so shocked. He just like, yeah, you killed that motherfucker with your bare hands. Damn. Ooh, you want to rub my back? Like, I don't understand what he's expecting from you after you say you do these things.
He was trying to get
mentals.
with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? He's just like, oh, she crazy.
Yeah, I like it. I love it.
No part of him was like, damn.
might kill me.
For her to do 14 years, be in her 20s, she got locked up with 12 for hardcore murder. All right. Oh, fucking okay.
We've had people on Beyond Bars
Yes.
that got locked up earlier
yeah.
for some pretty heavy shit.
Yeah, and I just don't think Tiny is doing those type of egregious
I was in
murder.
8th grade. That dude broke my heart.
See, that's what I'm saying? Like, she
underestimate
can't
it.
even get her stories out without laughing. This is bullshit.
8th grade, this dude broke my heart, so I killed him.
Oh, no, that's probably the most believable.
That, yeah.
Chicago woman
I
will
do
shake.
think I do think like so many of the women that we work with in jail like have done things that any woman would do at any given time, whether
Yeah.
it's like sex work economically or for fun, like, or done something to protect their family, done something to protect their children, or what. Like, I mean, we would catch me on the wrong day with the
Yeah.
wrong guy, and we all had like I think the capability to go there.
Yeah, most definitely.
I think that's something that that's coming more and more. Like, sex work shouldn't be criminalized. You know what I'm saying? Like, at all. I think it's weird because especially when you got like OnlyFans, you got people who like.
Yeah, you
who
probably
need it to
subscribe
survive.
to 10 to 15 accounts right
No,
now, so
I don't have those type of funds. I am a comedian.
I got OnlyFans.
You do?
Yeah.
You still do?
yeah, I believe that.
You could show your pussy without fucking. Beautiful.
You can do it. You can make a lot.
I only show my titties though. I show my titties at my show, so it's like $20 to show titties. Here you go. Here goes the titties. Send me $20.
Good money.
It
That's why I
just-
said shouldn't
yeah.
be. It shouldn't be criminalized though. I think that's fucked up when you criminalize something that people use to get money, Joe. People trying to get money. The economy bad.
Well, if you go to Vegas, they cool over there. You
I
could.
have to travel for my fucking freedom and my inalienable rights. Oh man.
Oh, you going
I mean,
Cicero?
I'll also say,
Oh.
I'll also say when more men do OnlyFans, like none of this will be as much of a discussion anymore. Like I was
Yeah.
talking about this the other day. Like this country, like almost refuses to acknowledge black people, but it also still hates women.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't gonna lie. I don't want a lot of guys to get. Like I've scratched my face up at the thought of my balls on OnlyFans. I don't know. I mean, I don't think I got the balls for OnlyFans. I don't think I. No
But
pun
the-
intended.
Well, you don't like have to do it.
You know, it has. Well, I don't. I tell men they should do OnlyFans, like jag off. You know what I mean? Women.
What did you just tell me?
Jag off balls. I like. You know what I mean? Women is attracted to jag off videos.
Well, y'all like to sound on. You're sick people. You're really sick people.
That's not sick. It's like, oh, jag off. Let me hear the sound.
Yeah, we do like the sound, and y'all like the visual.
Yeah.
But
We don't have to see your face.
Yeah.
But that's-
fuck
Please
you.
don't actually.
The dick is
Yeah.
the dick is surprised. It's like fuck you, but the dick is surprised. The dick is a king. That dick, I give money to the dick, but it's like really fuck you.
Episode over episode, I honestly never know what we're gonna do.
I don't understand how we just let her do that to me, and when she was like, "You're not a human, you're just a dick. Make the dick do stuff. Shut up, human man, but make your dick do stuff." What type of sexual shit was that, bro? That's not okay. You can't sexualize me. Don't look like that, Catherine. You know it's not okay.
That's the reason.
Y'all
why
gonna make me look crazy like that? That's okay.
it is okay.
Oh shit! This is the reversal of all of the years of patriarchy.
Yeah, we're just tired.
Put your dick on OnlyFans. Sorry, damn.
That's so fucked up.
Make a subscription $5.
You know, I think I get it now because it would be so fucked up to be like, yeah, show me your dick. It's like, I got feelings. God damn it, they're putting it in a soy.
And
Why do I feel like this?
And on today's Beyond Bars,
Love after lockup.
today's Beyond Bars, Kyrie has a moment. One moment, the first moment of his life, understanding womanhood.
It all clicked right in front of the camera.
My
It's
bad.
like, oh, this actually is not okay. How long y'all been feeling like this? Oh, I'm ready to march. Fuck this.
Make a march with your dick out and put it on OnlyFans. Thank you.
So sick.
Yeah, you want a little dick hat?
I'm a
Leave you
pass.
little balls and
Oh, yeah. That is.
I will learn to knit to do that. I will learn to knit to get you a balls and dick hat.
I'm a pass
Walk
on the
around.
balls. Yeah, I don't know.
You can pull up to FemCom here at the Lincoln Lodge protest.
Oh wow.
All right, we're slightly off topic. Not too far, but
We'll talk about jail. That's the type of shit happen in jail too. So
Yeah.
it's okay.
yeah, I mean, obviously, there's like no filter.
Absolutely. What do you think you learned from that entire endeavor? Tiny, you lost thousands of dollars. You lost a car. You had to, talk to random drug dealers on the bus stop while you get to where you're going now. What do you think you learned from this entire endeavor?
When you get pulled over by the police, say no, you have not been drinking.
Nigga. Can I paraphrase? Don't drink and drive.
Or say no, I have not been drinking. No, I do not want to do a breathalyzer. No, I do not want
That
to do
actually
anything.
is, you're
it's-
actually allowed. That's actually useful information. You are allowed to refuse that, and not everybody knows that.
Yeah, and I didn't know that. I said I can blow. I like blowing. That alcohol, I'm like, damn, what?
I was trying to pick up this police officer by showing her how she blows into a breathalyzer.
How you blow into that motherfucker?
Oh.
Did he call you?
Huh?
Have you ever seen that?
No, I saw that little pussy ass motherfucking court.
Hey! I ain't pulled up on your ass.
I did see him on court. I
That's
was
fucked up when they pull up to the court. You don't want them.
please don't be here. Please don't be here. He was there. I'm like, fuck.
That's because you was talking all that shit. That's what you get.
Yeah, but shit, I have not been driving for the past 8 years. So
God damn, Tiny, you telling me that's the only thing you learned in 8 years?
yeah, just say no. If a police asks you, have you been drinking? No.
And
have a peanut butter or some mustard in your car.
To get the stench
Yeah,
out.
get the stench out.
You know, it wouldn't be stench if you said no and you didn't drink. Did you know that it wouldn't be a stench? Did you know?
I be drunk every day now, so because I'm dry.
You tried to fuck the officer when he came to the car. I'm sure he knew you wasn't sober. Peanut butter not gonna change that.
I had no peanut butter. I had shit. I had empty bottle of liquor. I was fucked up, but I stayed right there. Overall, I just stayed 30 seconds. I should have parked the car.
That's true. And not drunk and drive. That's just an option. I'm just throwing it out there because I want you to have a lot of options to different pick from. You know.
Yes, I understand by the rules in the road book. Don't drink and drive. I understand that. I looked at the book. I learned the book, but I know for a fact I'm never going to do that again.
That's real shit. And get caught.
I'm just going to say
perfect pause.
Perfect. I know.
Perfect pause.
Never get caught again.
That's crazy.
All right, so we've learned don't get caught. We've learned
you are not legally.
Kyrie's gonna get a dick hat for OnlyFans. I'm curious, Tiny, do you have like, I know you say you work at a school, right?
Mm-hmm.
What do you do? Do you mind me asking?
I am I just watch badass kids all day, and I teach school. Well, I teach classes. So I teach a science class. I teach Lego robotics, and that's it. So them 2 classes I do teach with the kids.
Robotics is dope.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. I was working on a unicorn today.
Yeah.
Unicorn robot. It was kind of cool.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Tiny, you are doing multiple things. I didn't know you was cut like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just not an ass comedian. I hate when people be saying, "How do you get that job, bitch? Talk, interview." I was a teacher before. I was a teacher 2 years ago at this Catholic school. So
you taught at a Catholic school?
Mm-hmm.
Did they know who the fuck they hired?
Nah, they was calling me Miss Matthews. They didn't even know. They was calling me Miss Matthews.
If you nasty.
Nah, they didn't even know me as.
Catholic school is pretty nasty though, right?
It was this one kid in the class. He came up to me. He was like, "Miss Matthews, what is a clit?"
What the fuck? What grade is this?
I forgot. It was 6th grade.
Oh my god.
And he was like a quiet boy. He asked me that. I'm like, "Don't go Tiny Thickems on him. Say a Miss Matthews answer." I said, "You know what? Ask your granddaddy and have your daddy in the room. I swear he gonna be proud of you if you ask him that question."
He get a whooping.
No, I don't know.
You didn't check out for the follow-up?
No, I did not follow up. I started working at this school that I work at now. So
you just set a bomb and dip. So little boy
that's my time.
You got all the kids in the goddamn. They're like, "Yeah, I gotta go home." You just started a fire.
No, I said ask your granddaddy and your dad. That's a great answer for a
that
kid.
Actually is probably the best possible.
Yeah, this a
given.
quiet kid, geek, asking about clitoris. So I'm like, wow, this is my first time ever hearing him talk. And his first question was, "What is a clit?"
Wow.
Beautiful.
Well, you teach science, right? So that's probably why.
Yeah, science.
He was just flipping through the book and was like, "Oh, yeah."
Are you teaching the same grade now?
It's K through So now, in the morning, K through 8th, it just really I'm just watching the kids. Hopefully they don't hurt themselves, all that. So at school, that's when I teach the science and the Lego robotics and all that bullshit. Yeah.
That's intense. I mean, you are a much more layered human, I think, than people necessarily would assume, given like the nasty show and the dick breathalyzer.
I suck dick every day. Like, damn.
Well, yeah. I mean, you can do both.
I can do all 3.
Yeah, you can do both.
My mouth on rest now. I got a week of rest.
Where's the school located that you teach it?
Up north.
Up north.
I don't like it, so I ain't gonna say their name.
Yeah. Fuck
No,
that.
you don't have
Yeah,
to.
yeah, fuck
Okay.
that.
Are the kids like aware of like any of the like politics of the city of Chicago?
Oh my God, I do work with predominantly white kids.
Yeah.
Horrible. They did not. I can really say this. The month of February is not no Black History Month. Assembly, nothing. Nothing.
That's shocking.
Whoops.
It's nothing. I'm like, it's not no Black History Month. It's not no pictures or anything.
Damn, we can't get an announcement in that bitch.
They celebrate Lunar Year though.
Who?
Lunar.
Who the fuck is dude?
The Chinese.
Chinese.
New Year.
Oh man, y'all gotta go on the fuck on, man.
Yeah, I was so disappointed. I'm like, all right, it's
Wow.
1 more week left for Black History, right? I want to see something before
Y'all
this.
ass a powwow. Y'all gonna get 1 week.
Wow.
But it's not that many Black teachers there. It's only 4 Black teachers at the school. But yeah, it's like I think one of the teachers did teach the class about Black History because a kid came up to me. He said, now they call me Miss Tiny. Miss Tiny.
Miss Tiny. It's funny.
It's Miss Tiny or Miss Teeny, and it's another little boy called me Miss Smalls. It's cute.
That's
But
cute as hell.
yeah, hi Miss Smalls. I'm like, I like that. All right, cool. So this kid came up. He was like, Miss Tiny. He's like, us whites, we're beating blacks basically black asses and whatever. He said, y'all can beat our ass now. I was like, I like that. I want your moms to beat your ass so bad because you bad as hell.
Well, he's bad, but that's a really good idea.
That was a good idea.
idea.
I couldn't get mad at him. I'm like, that was nice. I like
At
that.
least he's trying to remedy the situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. You should have told him to tell his grandfather, his father that shit, and seen the reaction of his family. I think like, yeah. Let's just let the blacks whoop our ass.
He been cool though. He been cool with me though. We played Uno yesterday, so we been cool.
Yeah, that would have been a good time. So
Yeah.
go tell your granddaddy and have your daddy in the room. Go tell him what you think about
Black History Month.
Black History
question.
Month today.
About your experiences. So, at working in the schools, do you think, because now you're on the north side, so you see a way different demographic versus where we were raised, where we went to school growing up. And do you see a difference when we talk about things like the school to prison pipeline in terms of like heavy policing presence, metal detectors at the front door, people strapped to protect it, so to speak, or kids getting put in handcuffs? Do you see those type of things that we experienced on the west side?
Absolutely not.
Goddamn. Why do you think that is?
Privilege. These are they mom and daddy rich, so they are privileged. I ain't gonna like privileged kids, and you can tell the way how they talk. They disrespectful. I'm like, you talk to your mom like that? They're like, yeah. I'm like, oh, okay, I'll beat your ass.
That was cool. Say that shit for her, cause I'll fuck you up.
Yeah. So when it comes down to that and the school system, but all my schools I've been at, it's been up north, so it's really different. My high school, I went to Lincoln Park, so it's like I didn't even experience a black school system. I went to a diverse school.
What about elementary school? You was up north too?
Oh no, that was out west, Byler.
Oh, you gotta taste it. You gotta taste.
Yeah, so that was cool. Byler was cool. It was not bad, anything like that. But neighborhood school was Marshall and Araby, so that was the neighborhood school. But I looked at that, I was like, oh, that's an all black school. Like, oh, Marshall, that's an all black school. They win a lot of basketball games on the girls' side, on the girls' team. So it's like I didn't think anything was bad back in the day how it is now. It's like now kids is not going to school at all.
At all.
So it's like, damn, it's only probably like 7 kids in the classroom, 8 kids in school now. So I'm like, what the fuck? And it's coming from black schools though. It's like, Marshall, they talk about shutting Marshall down, Crane, or because there's not no students coming in.
And it's so messed up because
And then they shut the school down, and the kids that are trying to go get bused to like further schools away and fall off too.
Yeah.
Which is largely the lack of school to prison pipeline.
But it's mad dangerous though. When we talk about some of those schools in the neighborhoods, some of them kids are affiliated, and that's out of just birth. They couldn't control what block they was born on, what their big cousin is, what their uncle is. So when you bust them like that, you literally put their life in danger. You know what I'm saying? So like that's why I think it's just so messed up, because like Tiny done been around where we've seen charter schools come around and soak up the funding, bring in the fancy uniforms, get the schools, get the attention of the parents, and then take money and funding and support and resources out of those public what we call them neighborhood schools, to the point where they are at where they at. And I think like one of the haymakers was right when like the pandemic happened.
Pandemic fucked everybody up.
Oh, dog, e-learning. It was like thousands of kids missing the first weeks of school, and nobody knew how to get them because CPS didn't enforce a like a door knocking policy or a truancy department to go around and get the kids. So shorties was just at the crib playing Halo. They at the crib playing COD, Fortnite.
Well, why wouldn't you be? Yeah.
For real though,
Yeah.
it's messed up.
I really say COVID really fucked up everything.
Yeah.
Cause I feel like kids was in school before COVID.
For sure.
Was in school. Like even if they was or wasn't learning, kids was in school. COVID happened. Oh, stay at home. Y'all here go laptop. Y'all learn from here. No. No, I don't have to go to school. No.
Like no.
Yeah, let me just stare at the screen all day. That's like not normal for childhood development anyway.
Yeah. And it's like social media plays a big factor in our life too. So
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And you talked about privilege. They so narrow-minded. They was like, hey, everybody just get on the computer at home. And people was like, you do know everybody don't got a computer. And they was like, we gonna send out some computers. Come on, get a computer. Then they was like, hey, you do know everybody don't got Wi-Fi, right? They was like, oh shit, we didn't know. Let's come up with a Wi-Fi. Come on, bro. Like, what are we dealing with? We got a bunch of people that don't know nothing about the people that they governing. You ain't never been in a situation like these people. Why in the hell are you in a position to dictate what happens with their children and their education?
mm-hmm.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah. Penny, I'm curious. So obviously, I mean, I have the same feelings about charter schools. I went to public school too, but in Virginia, and my dad was a teacher too. He was a public school teacher, and mandated that my brother and I also go to public school. But we had at least the privilege to make sure that school district was, like, I think one of the better in the country to make sure that we went to public school. But he obviously didn't believe in the charter system. What's like, I mean, because I don't think that we necessarily had the answers for all of these things, but I think just like talking about it is doing enough. But what can we do about the schools and these kids and like shifting, whether it's some of the privilege or I read a couple. What's that book called? Like Ghosts in the Graveyard. That Eve, I want to say Ewing wrote in Chicago. Chicago. Talking about Bronzeville and all the school closures and then what happened to those kids. But I don't know that we're like in a solutions state.
Well, hey, you know what's funny?
Kids have
you
a
got
kids.
any ideas? You got any ideas, Tiny?
I don't.
I think it's always the funding, right? Like,
Is it the funding though?
yeah, because what it is it breaks
I could
down.
blame the parents.
It will, yes, and I think it's a combination thing. I wouldn't want to take agency from the parents, because for sure, right? Because they only spend so many hours in the school, but like because look at the environment that I just told you about, right? We're talking about an environment where the kids didn't have no laptop at the crib, they didn't have no Wi-Fi at the crib. What type of amount of words do you think they've been exposed to for the duration of their life, which is directly proportional to the success in academia, right?
Yeah.
Because they ain't even been exposed to words. So like when we look at like schools on the far north side, how they even funded, right? They're funded off of property taxes, but like the property out west is worth what? So, it's a difference, right? If that school is funded by they $1 million mansions and ours is funded by a crack house or a bando, ain't no property taxes rolling in off that. That's less likely for the kids to get a really cool Lego a robotics program or an artificial program or something where the kids is getting engaged and we battling or getting them ready for the world, like Afrotech, like getting them involved with coding or something. So we don't have those funds because we still have this archaic type of foundation or like funding for our schools. So if we could pivot and use the money that we're bringing in from casinos or the money that we're bringing in from legal weed, then I promise you we have the money that's needed to provide the safety net for kids. So we got kids that are homeless. We got kids that are hungry. They can't succeed like that. But we got the resources. It's just all about restructuring, right? So that means that somebody's pocket's going to be a little lighter, but that's okay if we talking about the future of our babies, right?
Oh, is a baby's gonna go to school? When it comes down to it, because I do have friends that's teachers, and the stories I be hearing be crazy as fuck. Like when it comes down to kids smoking weed, and it's okay, I guess now. I was like, it's like kids,
crazy.
like it's like we used to have to sneak
Oh, baby.
sneak to smoke weed. Like,
Yeah.
is my eyes red?
What's wrong with that?
Hey, give me some drops. You know what I mean? Like,
Weed is like danger drugs.
yeah. So it's
Yeah.
like now, it's like now when I be seeing kids now, smoking weed, and now they having sex. Kids in grammar school is having sex now, and I'm like, getting pregnant at the age of 12, and their mom don't really care. The father, where the father at? We don't know. So it's like, when it comes out to the system now, when it comes out to the kids, when it comes out to how everything's going, the next generation is fucked up. It's gonna be fucked up. It's only a few, probably like 3 kids at a school probably go to school, and they still not learning that because teachers don't even give a fuck now.
But that's also because teachers ain't getting paid.
Teachers ain't getting paid, but okay, I know they ain't getting paid.
Like-
It is underpay. Don't get me wrong.
It's a huge underpay.
It's a huge underpay, but you only got 3 kids in this class.
All right, so they wasn't getting paid before the pandemic. Don't do that.
They wasn't getting paid.
They wasn't getting paid before then. But I just argue that
They've been fighting that for years.
For sure.
For years.
And I think that it is resources on top of that, right? The reason they should be getting paid more is because sometimes they're putting money out of their pocket to get resources for the classroom.
Yeah.
I was dating a teacher for over 10 years. It's bogus as hell. And she worked in multiple schools, so I seen her have to do it for multiple different systems. And it's like, at the end of the day, if as humans, right, our most valuable resource is our youth because that is our future.
Yeah.
If we literally take funding from them or support or resources from them or like ignore them or get negligent, what are we really looking forward to in the future?
Yeah, I think also what Tiny's saying is like there's a variety of negligence with these kids, and I don't know one kind of way, whether it's like teachers, parents, or whatever. But I do know that like, and this isn't to pat ourselves on the back, but that's why I think like criminal justice work and justice impact work is so important, because these are broken homes these kids are coming from, and their parents are sitting awaiting trial in jail and simply either can't afford bond or just held there, or serving time. And in excess of time and no parole or whatever it is. Like, these are kids that are being neglected.
Yeah.
So this is definitely a thought of mine, because I wanted to teach too coming out of school, and my dad, as a public school teacher, kind of to your point, he was like, no.
Like, I already sacrificed.
Yeah, he was like, no, you're not doing. He was like, you can come back and do this later in life if you want. He was like, but you have no idea what you'd be walking into to do this. Like, at such a young age when you have energy. And obviously, I could have gone and done it anyway, but I respected him enough and could like see the truth in his eyes that he was like, please don't do this right now.
Yeah. Save
Which
yourself.
is a fucked up thing. Like, that's not good.
Well, that type of guidance, though, that's important. You know what I mean? And I think that's what we're looking at, Tiny, because you talked about, like, the parents. Man, we're looking at some of the first young parents that had kids. Like, we looking at real kids that had kids. You was talking about, like, they sexed them in elementary school. They was fucking when I was in middle school, and now they done had babies young, and now they babies done had babies young. It's getting real trill.
Well, it's crazy because we only have one pregnant
Middle
person.
school is also still different than elementary school, grade school. Like, that's another leap.
It was not that many. It was not that many women. Girls was pregnant back in the day. School I went to. Only one person. One girl at grammar school. High school was only one. One girl.
Only one in high school?
Yeah.
Well, you went to Lakeview though.
Lincoln Park.
Lincoln Park. So
Yeah.
come on.
Put
All right.
some
So
respect.
let's in perspective. That's what I'm looking like. Ooh, shit, for real. We had a couple in middle school. Like it began sent up. But I had I went to Michelle Clark right off of 290.
Yeah.
Then I went up to Prosser, which is in between a lot of shit. So it's
That's
like
better.
now I now understand. Like, oh, it do depend on like school and what you get exposed to. For you know what I mean? Like, I had people doing coke in division. That was my first time seeing people do coke in division. Dog, school used to be crazy as hell. Crazy as hell. But
weed.
Yeah. You said what?
Mine was just weed.
But that's what I'm saying.
Reggie.
It get real trill. But like,
Yeah.
if we're looking at like, school and like getting these kids ready to be our next mayors, lawyers, doctors.
I don't think a lot of these kids are going to want to fuck with any of that. Although Gen Z does, we're getting older, so we're all a little jaded.
Like, it has to be
They have a
something,
little
though.
more
They have to do
energy
something.
than
Like, we
do.
can't do everything forever. So these are essentially going to be like,
Well, if we look at it, we take a step back, even in just the theme of the pod or whatever, and look at like the justice system, which also like a lot of money goes into that could be displaced and replaced elsewhere. Like, what Given your experience, what do you think about like jail, prison, justice system? Like, what do we need? What do we don't not need? Like, what do you you think we need jail, a form of jail?
Y'all need covers in jail. I know that.
We need blankets. We need blankets. And comforters.
Blankets. So y'all
for fucking comforts in jail.
Covers in jail. But honestly, like, not wrong. Like, the conditions that people sleep in
first of all,
are wild. Yeah. On a board.
All right, I understand jail is supposed to, be a punishment for a lot of people. Some people is in there for their whole life. It's like, but some people make a living for their life when it comes down to it. It's like when it comes down to, I be watching The Love at the Lockup or the
what is Love at the Lockup?
Oh, you never saw that? Oh, Love at person get locked up and they marry the person. Yeah, outside jail. It's funny.
We should probably watch for research.
Yeah.
Research reasons.
But when I be watching like Beyonce Straight or like that, those type of shows, and I just be looking like, all right, this is the system. This how it really is in jail. I be like really want to go to the program just see how it really is, like for real, just to live and.
You can come teach yoga if you want to show up once a month.
Teach yoga? Do you do men and women?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. I do primarily men, but our organization does men and women, yeah.
Okay.
I recommend it. I think if you can volunteer, do it because it's life-changing.
Yeah, it's like I know some things I be like looking at, I'm like, damn, I want to know how they living. Because this is part of their life. And I'm like, I'm open-minded to a lot of shit. So I don't be care. I was just before for 4 hours. So I'm like, I could do this in my sleep. Or it's like, as long as they have covers. But the thing is, I plan everything out in my head. Like, if I do go to jail, right? I said, I'm going to choose the biggest, ugliest bitch and say I'm her bitch for...
Oh.
Because I don't want nobody else to get around me. I say, no, I'm her bitch. Or one like that.
You going to pick who going to be your
it's going to be her.
Pick a big homie. Yeah, 100%.
So you trading coochie for protection first day?
First day. Hey,
okay.
Motherfuckers. Hey, you. Come on over here.
I can't be mad at you because I know for sure I'm converting to Islam. The very first fucking day. Yeah. I'm Muslim. I'm talking about kufi, fucking bean pie me.
Those type guys be so funny when they get out of jail though.
My brother.
My brother, my sister, you are beautiful. I'm like,
I was locked up in the white man's prison in the
What did you do?
Brother.
Murder. Shut the fuck up.
Oh yeah, I got caught for fucking
stabbed the fuck out of my girlfriend. Shut up.
Scooped the eye out with a KFC sport and
now I don't eat pork. Shut up. I hate the Muslims. I forgot your question.
Yes, we're kind of covering it. Oh, you guys will like this. Okay, so I have a thought. I had a thought the other day on an alternate to potential sentencing in jail, prison, and that is for a crime committed, depending on the level of crime.
Naturally.
Depending on the level of crime, one must attend an open mic, perform last at the open mic.
Oh my God.
And the level of crime will determine how many nights in a row you have to do this for anywhere from a month to 5 years. And I think that would give people more pause before they do something rash.
Yeah. Oh man.
Say what do
you feel that for anyone listening?
Open mic in jail? No, their jail is doing open mics.
I do kind of run an open mic in jail, and it's actually quite fun. But you know what I'm saying? Like if you pull up to an open mic, and every single night you have to come at the start of the open mic.
You got to sit at. You got to come cold. You got to come at the beginning of cold.
You got to watch every single open micer. You have to sit and watch. You don't get to fucking hang out in the back. You have to sit and watch an open mic. And depending on what you did, whether it's like a petty red light or whatever, petty theft, all the way up through like some serious like derelict, deviant, career criminal type stuff. I think that if you had to do that every day for a year, not only is that punishment enough,
you're
gonna be learning things about yourself. You're gonna be watching people go through therapy live, and I think you might not do that thing again.
Yeah, I might pick the firing squad. I ain't gonna lie to you. You just get me the fuck out of here. What the fuck is that? I have to go up there and hear the face.
I think it's the smartest thing I've ever thought of. They like it.
I hate it. Can you just imagine, like, if you do some fucked up shit, you just got 5 years, you have to hear somebody say, so what's the whole point of the CTA? You're like, my brain, no.
Yeah, y'all on the apps, you have to hear that every night for a year, and every night, and hear dudes talking about how they, can't
Y'all
get
dating?
on OnlyFans, can't make money, can't fuck. You got to hear 25 of those from 1 to 550 nights. I'm telling you, you're not going to do the thing that you did again. Way more than jail.
I die.
As they keep getting bumped by other people, though. Like, they can't fucking go home. They keep getting bumped. This is sick.
You go blast every night.
Damn. I'd be a heckler. I heckle the whole show.
Heckle them. You go to jail for something I don't like, I'll come and heckle you.
Oh, man. I think that would be...
That'd be cool.
Perhaps that's too cruel and unusual.
I think that is
punishment.
kind of cruel and unusual.
But I mean, no, I'm not gonna like stand on it in terms of like a real defense. But what here's something we've been talking a lot about, like what keeps people, maybe like what we can provide kids, youths, opportunities for us, each other. Like I think I'd be fucking around a lot more and being a lot more trouble and doing shit like drinking and driving a lot more and all that kind of stuff. Like if it weren't for example, interest in this work in comedy, whatever. Like what keeps you from getting too bad?
Space. Me smoking. Shit.
Yeah.
It's like me, I'm personally like, I'm a people person, but when I get off work, I like to be by myself. Oh my God. Just be like, just cool. But
shout out to your guy.
Yeah,
we like your guy.
Did she just
my man. That's what I love my life. All right. Oh, that was so cute, right?
That was cute as hell.
Tiny grow to this moment.
That was cute as hell.
Oh my God.
But yeah, yourself, your time,
yeah,
your space,
it's like
your man,
it's like
stuff that fills you.
Yeah, so it's like when I did start doing comedy, I was going to open mics every fucking day, nonstop, like every day, nonstop. Probably like last year, I was like, bitch, chill out. Like when it comes out to that, because I be forgetting like comedy is like, it's a lot. It's so many personalities, so many people that talk shit about another motherfucker. And the thing about me, I personally don't give a fuck about that person or you or how the fuck that person feel. Because I'm cool with everybody. I'm saying we are all coworkers overall.
Yeah.
Like we are all coworkers.
Same team. Yeah.
If you get on, great. I want you to get on because I can ask, hey, you remember when we did this podcast, No Bars, right? Yeah. Let me open up for you. That could be me. You know what I mean? Because I'm cool with y'all. You know what I mean? I'm not saying we the best bud. Like, me and Kyrie, we was neighbors. I did not like him as my neighbor because...
I knew you was going to fucking do it. I knew
he was
in the pod and she just had to get it off.
He was a man that asked me for gas money. And we go to the same place and he jumped me right back off at the same place. I said, why do I need to give you gas money if you drop me back off at the same place? We is not going nowhere else but to a show and coming back home. Why do you need gas money?
Look, I asked but did not need it, right? It's like, hey, you ask but you don't always need it. I don't know I'm going to always get gas money, but I'm going to ask because fuck it, why not? It's gas money. Yeah. Now, that doesn't mean that she had to give it to me. Still make sure you got your black ass home. So don't make it seem like I had you,
I could have walked home. I could have walked home. It's literally 2 minutes away from each other. 2 minutes.
Beautiful, honestly. But yes, I agree with you.
Now everybody going to think I'm broke as hell and I be charging people gas money to go down the street.
Well, it sounds like you do.
He was like, you need a ride? Like, nah, I'm
We're
good.
really frying you today.
Like, nah, I'm good.
Tiny walked into the studio, by the way, and said, what's up, Missy Elliott?
Oh, yeah. See, I ain't bring it up, but since we on this subject.
Bring it up.
I've been calling Kyrie Missy Elliott because he was fatter.
Okay, no, you call me Missy Elliott because of my joke, you little fucker.
And your jokes. And you was fat. He losing weight. Just like Missy Elliott. So he's still Missy.
And Missy's still truly a boss, too. She's a legend.
Look good,
I'm just really disappointed at Tiny's level of body shaming.
Oh,
because
please.
I'm
just
You've outwoken both of us today. That's not
I'm just so hurt that she would judge me not knowing what I went through and the type of eating traumas I have.
Yeah, eating disorder.
Do you have eating trauma?
I don't think this is the space.
I think
I
it
don't,
is.
it doesn't feel
Look,
safe enough.
we
It's a
is
vulnerable
in jail
aspect.
right
It
now.
does not feel
We
safe.
behind bars. Now we behind bars. So y'all are the people I was looking for in jail. So hey, you had eating disorder.
y'all, you know,
You got
well,
fat.
you know, at
I
times-
did. I'll say it.
I
I think most women have
I'm
been in
just-
and out of some kind of eating
That's
crisis.
I mean, I'm poor, so I eat when I can. Is that a disorder or is that just broke? Which one is that? Which came first, right? The negative account or the hunger?
Yeah, I think depends on where you get diagnosed.
No, it's all in your mind. That's when you tell people you doing a 1 a day diet where you eat once a day. You tell them
I
you
do,
the type
I do largely eat
yeah,
once a day,
tell
I
them
don't know.
it's intermittent fasting.
Yeah.
I got all of the euphemisms,
yeah.
baby. I've been broke my life. Tell them fuck, I'm
Don't
doing it. It's Ramadan. Kyrie, it's February. It's Ramadan.
Pick up your new Islam holidays. Coming out of jail. There you go. Full circle.
Hey, you hungry, Kyrie? No, I'm fasting. You starving. You starving. Why you starving for? You are. Why you put yourself like
Someone
this?
wants to break Kyrie off today. His Cash App is.
Tell people your Cash App before you get some food.
This man is drinking Pepsi, so I did clock it when he walked in the studio.
Oh, that's his
And
food
we
right
do,
there.
We do pay guests here at Beyond Bars. Kyrie and I are not making money yet.
No.
That's 100% true. So I haven't dipped into drinking Pepsi, but
Oh yeah, no, I'm in the bottom. I'm in the fucking bottom, dog.
but actually, let me say that on this episode because we've done a whole walk around the block. This one, but one of the things we are doing, and we are, by the way, aware of, is that this is still like the building blocks of a podcast where we have a theme, obviously, around the criminal justice system, criminal legal system. And we're letting people tell their stories or stories that they have told other people
Yeah.
at bus stops, because just having the conversation we think is important and will be interesting. We don't really know, I think, what that looks like yet. But for those that have tuned in early, because there are quite a few people that have reached out and been supportive, and thank you for that. Yeah, we're thinking about funding. We're thinking about like whether we want to work with some, private donors, whether we want to do like grants and fundraising or whatever. So if that is like your
Sponsorships.
bag or someone that might be interested in that, we do compensate guests. And I would say, in my lane in my book, as frankly a small form of reparations.
Yeah, but
at
I
this
guess
point,
that's
but-
important, right? Because we know so much about the
Yeah.
work. We understand how important it is to give people who have been kind of like kind of cut out of certain areas, whether it be housing, whether it be employment,
Yeah,
whether it be going
'cause
back
if
to
you do
school.
have a record, right?
Because if
yeah.
you do have a record, shit, you don't even have the record. You could just have your fingerprints on file, and people will still take jobs from you, and you'll still lose opportunities, and you'll be sitting in trainings, and people will come and HR come and walk you out like, "Hey man, your prints came back." You're like, "Bro, I don't actually be charged for shit," and they like, "Yo, it don't matter. Your prints came back." So when people are going through those type of situations, the least we can do is give them an opportunity to share their narrative, to show that they are human, so that more people can connect, people can support them however they may want to. They're going to pull up at a tiny show in May. They're going to pull up at the nasty show, support in different ways. You know what I mean? They might subscribe to the OF.
Yeah.
The joints is nice, so definitely log on there and check it out, support her. Or we're going to do our part and make sure that they get paid for coming to share their narrative, right? Because so many times people who have been impacted by the justice system get looked over, or they get treated for less, and they're like, "Oh, you should be grateful." And it's like, "Oh no, you should suck my dick."
Yeah, well, when we're talking about like the kids and like who is teachers not making enough money, all this stuff comes like from economic disadvantage. I think most of crime in this country is committed on an economic basis. So for people listening and interested, that's something we're throwing around, and it's certainly not either of our expertise, I would say, and setting that up and getting that going. So let me plug that briefly. And Tiny, what else you want to plug? You got a new show coming up, my buddies. You got Laugh Factory every Saturday. You got OnlyFans, Instagram, all Tiny Thickems.
All right. So my page was hacked. So Instagram is Thickems Tiny. That's my IG. Facebook is Tiny Thickems. My OF is Tiny Thickems VIP. And I'm about to do my comedy page tonight for OF. Y'all find out later. All right, so I do a show every Saturday at 11:30. The Nancy Show, the dopest dopest night
It's a fun
on.
time. It's wild.
So fun.
Wild as
Wow.
fuck.
Wild as fuck.
It's wild. Wow, I show my titties at my show for.
I didn't know that.
No,
you gotta come
it's
through.
a-
It's a party.
It
It's a time.
depends on what.
I've done a couple.
Yeah,
times.
it
It's been a
depends
minute.
on what time and if it's not a fucking marathon.
Yeah.
Like if it's not a marathon, I show my titties. So, cause sometimes now I'm like, all right, I'm tired. I'm finna go. All right, peace. All right. And when I say peace, when I leave, that's my time. Time to take us, peace. Get home safe. Suck your man dick. Then I actually do leave. So I do show my titties sometimes at my show. But it'd be great if you say it on stage whenever y'all perform. Like, yeah, I heard Time to take a show of titties on stage. That's
People pull
yeah,
up,
promote
yeah.
me. Yeah.
And definitely, fellas, if you listening and you like, man, I'm really trying to get some head, bring your partner to the Tiny show, and Tiny's
Truly.
gonna convince it
She's
for you.
gonna talk about it.
Yeah.
She's gonna do it for you. Like I'm like fucking like
Yeah.
4 out of 5 for Tiny shows. If I'm at I'm at the fucking free throw line and I'm like, yo, I need an easy point.
It's true
Pulling
though.
up to the fucking Tiny show.
It's true.
I actually had a friend ask me, he was going on like a date too with a girl, and he was like, all right, should we go to like Chicago's Best Stand? He was like, on Laugh Factory shows, Chicago's Best Stand Up or Nasty Show? And I was like, what are you trying to get into? I was like, what's your dynamic with this girl? Where are we at? And he clarified, and I was like, you should probably go to Nasty Show.
Yeah.
Go to the Nasty
I
show.
guarantee you're gonna get your dick sucked that night on Lakeshore
On
Drive.
the way to the crib, shorty.
All the way.
I made
And
dreams
if you get
come
pulled
true.
over,
Oh
and
shit.
if you get pulled over,
Tiny got a good ass lawyer.
Tiny got good ass
yeah.
lawyer and say
Tiny's
no.
PD. Tiny's PD. Don't drink and drive. Don't get
drink and drive.
caught.
Don't get caught.
Don't try to fuck the cop, or do. I mean,
It might help. I don't know what the fuck going on. You already guys?
We live in a different world now, so I
This
feel
is
like cops now is lenient a little bit. You know what I mean? I know a few cops that I want to juice, but I can't no more. It's just gonna be a fantasy in my
What they
head.
mean when they say fuck 12? Nothing.
I was literally
I've
trying to be
been
the
fucking
one. Yeah, I want to fuck 12. Fuck you.
tiny fucking 2.
Oh my god.
I got put over so many times by cops, and I was like, "Oh, I love you. I love a man in uniform. That's my thing. Like, I love a man in uniform.
Some are not bad looking.
Some is
Oh,
We'll give 'em
not.
okay.
that.
Now we're getting
We'll give
into
'em that.
12 love. What is happening here?
It was some
I-
females too.
So every
You're not gonna
episode, towards the end, we always.
I don't think we did 12. Don't put us in that. We didn't do 12.
I don't know, y'all-
We just called it what it was. Some people are attractive.
Yeah,
All right, man.
got pulled over by some fine ass police women. It was some fine ass women out here
They
too.
do be thick
Yeah.
as hell in them pants sometimes.
Yeah. I think them diaper pants, like diaper, like them
heard it. I was like-
diaper. Every cop booty is big as hell. Like
Truly,
women.
yeah.
I was like,
You think they got to squat in training or something?
Yeah, they gotta like run. They gotta be ready to run. That ass gotta sit up because you gotta like.
But ass
hawk
doesn't.
people
No, I think
down.
that's a
ass
pants.
doesn't like. That's not a direct correlation to can you run.
Well, I mean, like that's why the sprinters' asses be sitting up because you got to be able to take off. You got to get them thigh muscles up, and then you can have big thighs with a little booty. You're not gonna catch the person that you're trying to catch. You need
It's
that
Kyrie.
butt. You need that ass power.
Kyrie losing weight. You see that? He been running.
I hate Tiny.
He been running. He been doing his
I hate her
sprints.
so much. I hate this. I hate her.
Give me
And
that
Cat
ass.
just eating this up.
I am. I love having women on this pod. I love it.
This is
I
some
love it. I
sick
love
shit.
it.
That's
and
sick.
Tiny, you
That's
are
sick.
such a fucking badass across the board. A like leader, I would say, a woman in comedy. So I respect the hell out of that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Go see Tiny's shows. Follow her on all the stuff. One thing that we do tend to ask, just for funsies, on the way out. This has been a pretty fun ep. Regardless, Kyrie's gonna go home and walk into traffic, but we've had fun.
I got a show after
We've
this. I
had
hate y'all.
fun. Yeah, Kyrie's gonna call the cops on us out there, but we're gonna be waiting for them.
I'm waiting.
Fine as hell.
We could get out.
We'll
We're gonna get out.
wait.
That's crazy.
We like to ask people like what they're listening to, like what kind of music you're on, podcast you're on, anything that like you like right now, just for fun.
I'm such an old woman.
Yeah.
When I watch SVU on my phone throughout the day, like on my way to work. So I'm an old woman, so that's what I do. Like on my way here in the Uber, I was watching SVU, and not part SVU as whatever the shit called.
Law and Order.
Yeah, Law and
Special
Order.
Victims.
Yeah. That's the shows I watch. Music, whatever music today. Megan, that's my girl. Megan Thee Stallion.
Okay.
So
Cool.
Okay.
and I've been listening to my girl too. She's from Chicago, 290. Her name's Shelly Bangs.
Oh, I know Shelly. That's my little nigga, Joe.
Yeah,
I rock with
so-
Shelly
This
Bangs.
is why we ask people, because always
Yeah.
someone's like, oh yeah, and they're actually
Shelly a real one, Joe. Shout out to Shelly Bangs, Joe.
Yeah, that's my
Out
motherfucker.
west, love out west. Here we go.
Yeah,
That's
so I've
my
been
dog.
listening to her. I listened to her whole album on my way to Texas. So
And her videos go hard too. She be in the middle of Madison. You know I respect it.
that's dangerous.
Shelly Bangs, you have a fan in Kyrie.
And Tiny.
Yeah, that's
I
my
always
girl.
got you.
I will obviously check it out. Any final comments, words? We gotta.
Man, just really appreciate you, Tiny. Please, y'all, support her. Continue to support us. Check out the rest of our episodes. Listen to them all. Stream
Yes, and one thing
around.
I do. Oh yeah, one other thing I want to say too is if you are actually a regular listener of this podcast or you become one, and we're not asking the questions that you want us to ask people, tell us. Like we're taking a stab at this. We know that this is going to roll into something, and yet we don't quite know what.
It's gonna be big,
So,
y'all.
please let us know if there's some shit you want to talk about that we're not talking about. And
support our fundraisers when we do stand-up shows, because we do
Yes.
stand-up shows to help support this so that we can pay people who's been impacted by the justice system. So support however you can support best.
yeah, hell yeah. But Kyrie is also at Laugh Factory tonight. I'm at Lodge on and off all weekend. We've got our audio engineer and like kind of low-key background producer Christian in the room.
For sure.
She is doing a show at Lincoln Lodge this Saturday. I believe by the time this podcast comes out, that will be irrelevant. But shout out to Christian.
Yeah, everything
at
she
Lincoln
do support
Lodge
Christian
for
too.
hosting this. Thank you to Diego for filming this episode. To Micah, OG McWill for the audio, our intro and outro credits,
Yeah.
and
Shout out to Diego for giving me relationship advice.
Thanks, Diego.
It's a wise
thanks,
brother.
Diego.
But it makes me whole again.